Every morning is a chance to start over. And I, George, have learned how to use that chance. My morning habits didn't come to me overnight. When I was 60, I used to wake up tired, with a sore back and a foggy head. I thought it was age. But then I realized it wasn't the years, it was how I treated my body from the very first minutes of the day. Now, my day begins even before I fully open my eyes. I lie still. I don't jump out of bed. Don't reach for my phone. The very first thing I do is drink a glass of warm water with lemon, which I prepare the night before and place on my nightstand. This small action has become a ritual of self-care. I feel how the water wakes me up from within, like starting an engine. Then I take a few deep breaths. I inhale slowly, imagining energy entering my body with each breath and fatigue leaving with each exhale. It's not meditation, not something complicated. I simply allow myself to be here and now. That's something I especially need. At an older age, the body often asks for slowness, not haste. Next comes gentle stretching. I stretch my arms, wiggle my fingers, slowly rotate my feet and shoulders. Sometimes I just sit on the bed, rotate my neck, and smile at my reflection in the mirror. It reminds me, I'm alive, and that alone is a gift. My morning isn't a workout, it's a greeting to myself. No sudden moves, only attention and kindness. Then I get up and go to the kitchen, where breakfast is already prepared from the night before. The body needs to know it's safe and won't be pushed right away. Only after eating do I turn on the radio or soft music, never the news. Morning is no time for anxiety. Scientists have long proven the first hours of the day are especially sensitive to stress, and how we start our morning sets the tone for the entire day. I'm 91, and I don't feel old. I feel alive. That's not thanks to genetics. It's thanks to rituals. Everything begins in the morning. When you start the day with care, you not only strengthen your body, you give your mind a message. I matter. My life has meaning. And may your morning be quiet, but strong, like a firm handshake. With yourself, food isn't just fuel. It's a conversation with the body. I, George, didn't realize that right away. For many years, I ate whatever was convenient. Sandwiches on the go, sweets after lunch, fried food on weekends. But after I turned 65, everything changed. Morning swelling, fatigue, strange aches. My body was sending signals. The doctor said, "It's time to think about what you eat, not just how much." That was a turning point. I don't count calories, and I don't torture myself with diets. They're exhausting and pull you away from life. I chose the path of mindful eating. It starts with a simple question. Does this food help my body live better? If the answer is no, then it's unnecessary. The first thing I gave up was sugar. Then went white bread and cheap vegetable oils. I don't forbid myself everything. I choose the best. It's not restriction. It's self-respect. Now my days are simple. I eat within a 12-hour window, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. This gives my digestive system time to rest and recover. In the morning, eggs with vegetables and a bit of avocado. For lunch, fish or chicken, plenty of greens, a spoonful of olive oil. Dinner is light, soup or stewed vegetables with beans. Sometimes a bit of dark chocolate. Food isn't an enemy, it's an ally. After 60, protein becomes especially important. It not only strengthens muscles, but supports the immune system. I added legumes, fish, eggs, and lean meat to my diet. Protein became my ally in the fight against age-related weakness. And I didn't forget about fats. The good ones. Nuts, avocado, flaxseed oil. They nourish the brain and blood vessels. I also brought longevity foods into my life. Blueberries, turmeric, spinach. Not because it's trendy, but because I feel they work. Less inflammation, better mood, clearer thinking. It's not magic, it's science. These foods activate the body's natural defense mechanisms. Yes, sometimes I indulge. A slice of pie at a celebration or pizza with the grandkids. But I don't make food a religion. I don't eat perfectly. I eat wisely. Every choice I make is an investment in health, independence, and the joy of living. Food is more than just sustenance, it's care. If you treat it with respect, it returns the favor. And then, even at 90, your body will thank you with lightness, energy, and the readiness to embrace a new day. When I turned 75, the doctor looked at my scans and said, "Get ready for a cane. Your spine isn't what it used to be, and your joints are weakening." But I looked at him calmly and replied, "I'm not giving up yet." That evening, I sat in my chair for a long time, remembering how I used to run through the park with my grandkids, stroll through museums with my wife, climb stairs with ease. Losing the freedom of movement means losing a piece of life. And I decided, as long as I can, I will move. But wisely, I didn't join a gym. I wasn't aiming to exhaust myself. I wanted to reconnect with my body. I started small, with balance. I stood by the kitchen counter and tried standing on one leg, first for 30 seconds, then a minute. It awakens not just muscles, but the brain too. Then I added heel-to-toe steps down the hallway, like teaching a child to walk a straight line. Turns out, this builds coordination and strengthens inner muscles I'd never even thought about. Every morning, I do just 12 minutes of movement. I stretch side to side, reach upward, move backward, as if my body is remembering its childhood. No pain, no jerking. I listen to how my joints respond, how my back feels. These simple moves have become as routine as brushing my teeth. And I've noticed, my mind is clearer, my reaction faster, and I'm less afraid of losing balance. The most important thing, I stopped sitting for long periods. Every hour I get up, walk around the house, do a few bends or steps. It jumpstarts metabolism and reduces the harm of inactivity. Sitting is an invisible enemy. It steals your health quietly, while movement returns it, step by step. I also began walking more, not fast, but mindfully. I feel the ground beneath my feet, how my back straightens. Sometimes I hold my grandson's hand, and we simply walk, unrushed. In these walks, I feel the strength not of speed, but of steadiness. It doesn't matter how old you are if you can stand and walk with confidence. The body is grateful for movement. It doesn't crave perfect workouts. It asks for attention, care, and consistency. I don't fight time, I move with it. And every step is a choice in favor of life, in favor of freedom, in favor of myself. Sleep is my ally. I used to think that the older you get, the less you sleep. But I realized it's not about age, it's about habits. In my younger years, I could fall asleep with the TV on, my head full of thoughts. Now I know. Quality sleep requires respect. It doesn't come on command. It must be invited. My evening starts an hour before bed. I turn off all screens, TV, phone, tablet. The house becomes quieter, dimmer. I light a warm lamp and pick up a book. Sometimes I just sit in a chair, looking out the window. No rush. The mind, like a child, shouldn't go to bed anxious. I practice the 4 to 7, 8 breathing technique. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7, exhale for 8. It's like a key to inner stillness. Then I recall 3 good things that happened during the day, even if it was just a tasty lunch or a warm conversation. It tunes the soul toward gratitude, not worry. I sleep in complete darkness, without nightlights. The window is slightly open. The cool air helps the body recover. I wake up without an alarm. The peace of the night creates the energy of the day. But recovery isn't only about sleep. It's about the relationship with yourself. After 70, life begins to take things away. I lost my wife, with whom I shared over 50 years. It felt like the ground disappeared beneath my feet. The IB doctor suggested antidepressants. I chose a different path. I started with breathing. I just sat and breathed. Slowly, deeply. Allowed myself to feel the pain, not run from it. Then came warm baths, music, walks. I began taking pauses during the day. 5 minutes of silence, no thoughts, no tasks. It lowered my blood pressure, reduced anxiety. I allowed myself to be a human being, not just an old man who has to hold it together. With time, curiosity returned. I picked up my old camera and began learning photography. At 85, I edited my first photo on a computer. It felt like switching on a light inside. The brain, it turns out, loves novelty, and it rewards you for it. But what helps me most is having purpose. I don't live only for myself. I try to share, to support, to speak kind words to those who are struggling. Old age isn't autumn. It's a second spring. If it has peace, purpose, and care, it can be truly powerful. The key is not letting the outside world dim your inner light. When that light is shining, the body and mind will follow, and you keep on living, deeply, truly.